Hello class, Mr. Suffren here with our Project Lead the Way Design and Modeling course. Our first video we sketched one linking cube in isometric form. It is be really good for you to get plenty of practice and make progressive steps of drawing isometric sketches. So right here I have two linking cubes and get plenty of practice sketching two linking cubes. So we've mentioned that if one side of our linking cube is two intersection points up, and if we apply a second linking cube, all right, how many intersection points on your isometric graph paper are you going to use to draw from our horizontal base point to our top? If you said 4, you are exactly right. Okay, so I want you to get plenty of practice in drawing different shapes. All right, as we get better, I want you to add another linking cube. Let's grab a different color. I want you to add another linking cube. Okay. Now mind you, our height, which is our y-axis, our x-axis, which is our width, our y-axis is our height, x-axis is our width, z-axis is our depth. Now mind you, this will be two intersection points up. Our x-axis will be 4 intersection points, and our depth, z-axis, will be 2 intersection points on our graph paper. Okay, so our initial three lines will look quite differently than our cube. Does that make sense? Okay, so this tutorial is to show you how to create letter A of our homework. So we are creating our horseshoe. Okay, let me see, let me do it like this. Angle that one down. Okay, just like so. Alright, so we're going to be creating our horseshoe. And again, will that stay? How about this? Let's use our black. Okay, so we have a horseshoe right here. And this is what we're going to create. Okay? Alright, so again, there we go. So again, we're going to start with our first 3 lines. So we're going to create our horizontal baseline. And we're going to draw our y-axis, our x-axis, and our our z-axis. Let's say that again. Our y-axis, which is our height, our x-axis, which is our width, our z-axis, which is our depth. Okay, so we're going to go 2 intersection points up. Four intersection points over. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to go 2 intersection points from our horizontal baseline. Just like so. Okay? Now, from there, we've drawn 1, 2, and 3. Now our next step, I'm going to focus on our z-axis and go from our base up 2 intersection points. Okay? Does that make sense? Now we're going to work on our width, which is coming from here all the way so. So that'd be 2, 4, 6 intersection points on our isometric graph paper. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, got that? Now from here, this will be our z-axis. So we're going to go 4 intersection points. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to, it's very important that you use your ruler because we want our sketch to look like an actual isometric sketch and not a thumbnail. So now we right here. Now this line right here is our vertical line. That is our what axis? Our y-axis. 1 and 2. Okay? Now we're working on our x-axis. So we're going to go from here all the way right here, 2 intersection points on our isometric graph paper. And again, as we sketch, you can see our shape coming to form. This is our height. And now, once you just get real good at this, 1 and 2, once you get good at this, you can just fly through it. I mean, you can actually develop a mental picture of your sketch, and you won't have to reference your linking cubes. That's when, whoops, that's when you know you're getting better. You're developing the skill. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, what do I do now? So we're going to go from here to there. 1, right there. And you know, once you understand what you're doing, this stuff can get really fun because you can actually create anything you want to create. And that's the point where we want to get to. Develop the skill. Once you have the skill, you can imagine it, and you can create anything that comes into your imagination. And that is the definition of art. Okay? Do you see it coming together? Okay. But you can't get there without practice. This stuff does take some practice. And have fun with it. Now this is challenging to me as well. I think this line is supposed to go all the way. Sometimes I have moments where I am deeply challenged. Okay, so you see our isometric shape sketch of our horseshoe. Now again, if you have a colored marker, it would be really good to color your top green. Right, so this is our top. Our front red, and our right side green. But since I don't have colored markers, I'm going to go ahead and mark F. Whoops, that's not front. Let's erase that. Alright, we're going to H for height. No. Let's say T for top view. F for front view. and RS for right side. Okay? Now we have our sketch. Now, the next video we're going to go and talk about how to take this shape and make it a multi-view sketch. Okay? I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a lot. God bless.